We're back, we're live, and this time we are supersized. We've taken over an entire mountain. Strap yourselves in, it's the Jump 2016!
Bring on the jump. I'm ready for it.
That was Harry.
I just want to stay alive.
Even sat here, I'm freaking out.
I'm not getting paid enough to do this.
That is mental.
I just don't feel in control.
How'd you get up?
That's insane. That is insane.
Oh my god. That's dangerous. That's not fun.
Give me some skis.
This is really steep.
We are bigger, better, and colder than ever before. Right now, my chilly bits. I've got chilly bits, but that's not going to stop our 12 celebrities from sweating nervously because this year they have an enormous mountain to climb. We're coming to you every Sunday night live from Kühtai, high up in the Austrian Alps, 6,500 feet above sea level, where we've built brand new courses. And just look at this. It's a whole new ski jump. It's faster, higher, and scarier than ever before. Now, just come inside my toasty lodge. So, okay, it's not a party around here unless someone's got their horn out. Back by popular demand. It's a house band. 999! And this, everybody, this is the prize that all our celebrities want to get their filthy little mitts on. It needs no introduction. It is a cowbell! Last year's winner, Joey Essex, has kept a firm grip on his bell, but one of this year's competitors will soon take it off him. So, let's meet them. To help give them a proper alpine welcome, I am humbled to welcome the Mayor of Kühtai, everybody, the Mayor. Thank you so much for joining us, Mayor Herman.
Good evening, welcome to Kühtai.
Dankeschön, Dankeschön. So, here are the brave celebrities all hoping to leave the competition wrapped in glory as opposed to bandages. It's the jump class of 2016, people. Olympic legend, Linda Christie. Oh, he's gone for a kiss. It's Superman. Oh, Superman himself, Dean Cain. Yes! Made in Chelsea star, Mark Francis Vandelli.
How do you do?
How do you
Good
do?
evening.
Love him. From Girls Aloud, it's Sarah Harding. World champion gymnast Beth Treadle. Towie star, it's Arj. Come on! Hobley legend Tina Hobley. Olympic gold medal winning swimmer Becky Adlington. EastEnders star Sid Owen.
Hello.
Socialite Tamara Beckwith.
Thank you very much for having us.
She looks lovely. Actress Louisa Lytton. And finally, former Westlife star Brian McFadden.
Sorry, how are you?
So, there they are, fired up and ready for action. And over the next 6 weeks, they're going to face an absolute barrage of winter sports. And this year sees the return of our two heart-stopping eliminators. We've got the ski jump and the mighty, mighty air jump. Now, tonight, all 12 celebrities are going to be taking on the first winter sport of the series. 6 of them are going to face the air jump to stay in the competition. The legendary Barry Davis is with us as always. Barry, where's Barry? Barry! Barry!
fine, thank you.
A film!
I know!
Unbelievable.
It's fantastic.
I'm so excited to have you back here. Look at that jump.
Fantastic. It's higher, it's bigger than ever before.
It really looks so daunting.
I'm looking forward to this competition.
Right, so all 12 celebrities are going to pair off and go head-to-head in tonight's event. Because it's the first show of the series, we sort of thought we'd hit the ground running and possibly screaming with the event they fear the most. So to tell us all about their terrifying debut challenge, it's our resident winter sports expert slash dreamboat. He's back, and so are those eyes. It's Graham Bell. Ding dong!
Skeleton is like purified speed. Face down, chin, millimeters from the ice. Believe you me, it is the ride of your life. This is a sport for the mentally composed. It's not just physical. Overcoming fear is the biggest hurdle. Top speeds touch 90 miles an hour. That's faster than most people go in their cars. And that's what makes this sport so dangerous. By the time you think you've made a mistake, you already have. And you're going to be banging off the walls like a pound coin in a tumble dryer. That really hurts. Physically, the G-forces can be painful. 5G, that's only 1G less than fighter pilots. Your organs are getting squashed as you go around the corners. Everybody knows the skeleton, and it's the one the celebrities hate. In Series 1, Henry Conway smashed his wrist to pieces. Last series, Bill Tufnell came off the sled and recorded our fastest ever crash. Ashley Roberts shaking with fear. Lady V, I've never seen anyone in pieces quite so much. We've had it all. Tears, tantrums, broken bones. Let's see what happens this year.
Oh my goodness, so our first event is the skeleton. Our celebrities are going to be placed into pairs based on their training times, and those pairs are then going to go head to head, man on man, woman on woman, celebrity on celebrity. The winner returns next week. The loser faces the air jump to keep their place in the competition. Somebody is going to be leaving tonight. It's like pantomime. Right, it's time for our very first race of the series, and this one could be faster than a speeding bullet.
My name is Dean Cain, and I'm an actor, probably best known for playing Superman, of course. Anytime you have a superhero in the pack, you should be afraid. I didn't fly all the way out here to lose. I'm here to win the jump. It's time for the cowbell to take a little trip across the pond.
Welcome everybody to the Olympic Sliding Centre at Eagles. Your coach for this event is the reigning Olympic skeleton champion, Lizzie Arnold.
You're at one of the fastest tracks in the world. Although this sport is fun, it's serious, so you have to respect the speed.
No. Flying on the ice is certainly not the same as flying in your Superman cape.
Is that a position that you're used to?
More like this.
Dean's a big guy, so he should generate plenty of speed. The question is, will he be able to control it?
I just want to not hit the wall too many times and be in control and stay alive.
Massive slide as he goes through the straight.
It felt really fast and totally out of control. Is that how it's supposed to feel?
Oh, that was awful.
Dean did not have his cape on. Dean had his glasses on. He was Clark Kent today, not Superman.
I want to be partnered up with the slowest person on the track. The slowest.
I'm living for Christie. I was the first European to run 100 meters in under 10 seconds. It's been said that was the Usain Bolt of my time.
It's Linford Christie!
As the first sprinter to held the World, European, Commonwealth and Olympic title all at the same time. You know, you ask me if I think I'm going to win, I'm going to say yeah.
Is there anything that you're worried about? You're really quiet. You're not even talking to me anymore.
It's called focus.
It's focus.
Linford knows how to prepare himself for a competition. He's getting his race head on already.
Really good. I was so pleased.
Once I got out there today, the nervous energy came back, the adrenaline started to flow. Felt like Barcelona Olympics 1992 all over again.
Linford is one of our most decorated athletes ever.
Woo, that was good.
He's a real-life superhero. Do you think you're going to be fastest?
It's a competition, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a competition. Competitors,
It's time to reveal your pairings for the first event of the Jump 2016.
the skeleton.
You have been paired based on your performance in training.
Dean Kane will take on
Linford.
Two Supermans against each other. This is a proper, like, hero battle. You're going to have to go head-to-head on a drinks tray and an ice cube.
Yeah, exactly. But Superman, what chance have I got against Superman? I need to ask, how did you fly?
All right, then. Let's see how I did it.
Linford is a gold medal winning athlete versus an ex-Superman.
Yes! Went over it!
But I would love to beat him.
There it is.
I better bring my A game.
Much better. He's flying down the track. He really is.
Dean has just recorded one of the fastest runs in training, but he's up against probably the most competitive man in the world. This could be really close.
But Dean, I want to ask you first, because you are used to just being kind of good at everything, and that was challenging, wasn't it, the skeleton?
That was a horrific event. It's a beating down the ice if you don't do it right, and it was very difficult for me.
And once the beating starts, it's almost impossible to correct yourself,
Yeah.
isn't it? How did you find it?
I tucked my shoulders in. I was scared. Trust me, I was scared.
Look at you, were you teacher's pet? Were you
Always.
like, I was in the good position. Linford was in it to win it, I'm telling you. So it is time for our first skeleton showdown. Two men who became famous in Lycra. One had a great big S at the front, and one had a great big lunchbox at the front. It's Olympic Superman versus actual Superman. It's race time. Commentary comes from the legendary Barry Davis.
Welcome for the first time to the Olympic Sliding Centre at Eagles. This is the course, 888 metres in length, with a drop of 124 metres, and there are 10 turns. And what a contest we have to start. Dean Kane, thinking hard. Now, is the Kreisel going to be his kryptonite? Frog leg start at the push-off. And comfortably avoiding the walls in the opening part of the course. Not getting as much speed as he would wish, so doing all. Oh, suddenly he's only on one runner for a moment, but he recovers. And look at his split time coming up, 19.87. That's pretty down on the record by Louise Hazel last year. Going reasonably well here. Almost was over. Goodness me, he's all over the place coming down to the finish. Did well to correct that. 45.92 is the time for Linford to beat. Look at this. But you've got to hand it to him that he hung on. And here is Britain's most decorated track and field athlete. 24 major medals, 11 of them gold. I can't believe he's not doing a sprint start. He beat Carl Lewis on the track. Can he beat America's Superman on a very different track? Not a huge amount of pace, but he's avoiding the sides at the moment. Just edging the wall slightly. He comes into the Kreisel. What sort of time is he doing? 19.87 to beat. And he's down by 0.45. He's got a bit to do, but there's not much in it. There is a chance. that he can make up that time if he knows well. Not helping himself by going wall to wall and slip sliding away. Not totally in control. Not much difference in pace. Very little difference. Coming to the finish, he needs to finish well, and he is finishing well. It's so tight.
I mean, Dean, the actual gasp that we heard, you so nearly came off there.
Yeah, that was about as close as I ever want to come to falling off the skeleton. I had no idea all of a sudden. Right at the
lucky
edge.
to finish on that tray, metal tray. It's
Very
about
little
what we could
lunch
call
tray,
it.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's
thing.
frustrating because you actually did another quite good run in training.
Yeah,
it's so
better
annoying,
than that,
isn't
and
it?
much better.
Pressure on race day. And you, Linford, looked quite strong there at the end. How do you think you did?
I think I did all right. You know, I didn't get as much bump as Dean, which I'm happy about. You know,
Look at him, he's like, yes!
American football player, we smack into things, is what we do.
It's the moment of truth, okay? Remember, whoever clocks the quickest time is going to be back next week. The loser faces the air jump to remain in the competition. One celebrity is going to be leaving tonight. So, Dean, you raced first. Let's have a look at your time. 45.92 seconds, so Linford's time needs to be under 45.92 to avoid the air jump. Let's find out your time. 40.82 seconds, which means Linford, you are safe. Through to next week. Big
He's
hugs
too fast.
there.
He's
Bar
too fast.
two Supermen here.
He's got the cape.
He's got...
And I didn't worry because I thought if anything happened, Superman was going to come and save me anyway. So.
Linford so pleased.
Man.
And judging by your training, you might have had good reasons to worry about the air jump. I just want to show you this. What? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? All of us on the other side were like, where's he gone? Where's he gone?
I've never seen anybody try to hang on to the wall before. Amazing.
That's why I don't do pole vault.
So listen, Dean, you've got to take on the air jump. How are you feeling about that?
Fortunately, my training jump was better than Linford's, so I feel pretty good about it. It's a lot of air.
You've enjoyed jumping,
Yeah, I
isn't it?
have.
Suffice to say, you quite enjoy it.
Yes, so I'm okay jumping.
Okay, so Dean, you go get yourself ready. Give it up, please, for Linford and Dean, everybody! So still to come, we're going to be pulling more skeletons out of the closet, including Adlington, Harding, Batten and Tweddle, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Jump live from Austria. Tonight we've kicked things off with the bone-crunching skeleton. The losing celebrities from our 6 skeleton head-to-heads are going to face the jump to avoid leaving on the very first show. It is basically just a huge matter of pride. Before the break, Dean became the first celebrity jumping for survival. Linford was so pleased. But who's going to join him? It's time for race number 2. I am so loving the skeleton already, but this next pair, not so much.
I'm Arj, and you probably might know me best from The Only Way is Essex.
I don't want to argue.
It could be one big happy family.
Promise?
Promise.
Love you.
Love you too.
I wouldn't say I'm in tip-top condition at the moment. I've got no chance. But you need to think positive thoughts. I will get to that final one way or another. Klinsmann! I don't think I'm going to be much of a jumper, so this has to be my event. And this has got me written all over it. Just lie down, straight, bang.
He came out for the first run and was saying, you know, it's my event, I can do it. And he was awful.
Oh my God.
Come on, Arj, just keep straight on the sled, don't hit the walls.
Oh. He's let go of the sled. He's let go and he's put his hands on the ground.
Oh, he's off. Arj is off the sled.
Good. Arj is stretched. Track is closed.
You all right, mate?
I can't do it. There's no way I can do it.
can't do it. I've tried, I can't do it. There's no way I can do that. There's no way I'll be able to stay on.
You know what you should do? You should go back up and do it again.
Are you joking?
No.
I've never felt this shaky or scared my whole life. I'm so gutted. I just can't see how I'm ever going to master it.
It's difficult to try and convince him to go back up and do it again straight away. But the best way to get rid of the fear is to go and do it again and do it properly.
It's your choice if you want to do it.
Are you sure this is a good idea to be going for this today?
You can do this, Arj.
Oh! Come on!
Right, come and stand on the block.
Oh.
Come on, it's good.
Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this again.
Relax on the sled, elbows in.
Come on.
Perfectly straight down there.
Excellent position on the sled. Come on, Arj.
This is where he fell off last time. He's much, much better.
Did I make it to the end? I made it to the end. Well, I finished it. No way.
I can stay on that sled. I can complete the course.
Come on!
I've gone from absolutely no chance to can't. Who knows? It's up in the air.
Hi, I'm Brian McFadden, and I'm probably best known from my days in Westlife. I think my experience in Westlife will be absolutely useless for the jump. I'll probably struggle with finding a place in that really tight suit we have to wear for the skeleton. There's no pocket for my cigarettes. I'm just about to walk out and all I hear is the track is closed, Arj just crashed. I was like, brilliant. Lovely. Is Arj dead?
Brian is quite difficult to coach because he says he's listening to you. Keeping your position is really important, but I don't think he is at all. It's because he's scared of the skeleton. He doesn't want to admit it to anyone, but he's scared of the track. He's really struggling. He's opening his legs, so he is panicking.
It's a terrible run.
I just hate this sport. Hate it. Let's say I won't be taking this up as a hobby. Ever.
Brian McFadden
will go head to head with.
Come on, Archie, come on, baby. Come on, it's me and you.
Arj.
I think for both of us it's a good result because for me and Arj, it's got more of a mechanical bull kind of mentality, which is whoever stays on the longest goes through.
Welcome to Arj and Brian, people. Look at here they are. So listen, you were just saying, actually, it is a nightmare, just the whole breathing and everything when you're on the tray.
It's horrendous. It's the worst. I don't know who invented this sport. Who got onto a drinks tray, put it on an ice cube, and went out of control? There's no brakes on it. You're just flying down. You lie on the thing. You can't breathe. It's the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
You're always such a joker, and when you came off that, you
joking.
did not look like you were happy.
I wasn't happy.
No.
And by the way, I was not afraid to admit I didn't like it. I hated it.
And he was afraid. Now, Arj,
yes.
It's your first run. How much did you not want to go back up there?
Oh, do you know what? It was just absolute torture. I mean, when you smash yourself like a pinball so many times and then you come off and you're Jürgen Klinsmann down the track, it's just the most scariest thing I've ever been through, and I genuinely did never want to do it again. And
but you did, and you did so well.
I know. Listen, it seemed like I did it better, but I didn't enjoy it no more.
Well, will Arj be in charge, or will Brian get flying? It's race time and over to Barry.
Now the Irishman, Brian McFadden, against Arj, and this surely is a case of anything could happen, and probably will. He's doing something he doesn't really want to do, but he's got to do it. Just the push off. His toes seem to be still on the ice, which suggests that the nerves are getting the better of him. First bash with his shoulder, and he's having a little bit of a battle, but doing better than Joe. What am I saying? He's now all over the place. Goodness me, I'm glad I haven't got his view of the track, because he must wonder where the hell he is. Sideways on, headbutt, shoulder butts, any butt you like, and it's It's a real battle for him from here on in, I suspect. His speed is the slowest we've had so far. Coming down to the finish, 49.42, it's the slowest yet, and Arch might pretty could beat that. There's a thoughtful face. Just got to get down and try and go a little bit quicker. Again, a very tentative push off. What can he do now? And he's not made a bad start. Got a little knock there that had turned him a bit sideways. He's having a few bumps and bruises, but he's got back on a reasonable line, and he's certainly going quicker. Yes, indeed, he's half a second faster than Brian McFadden. If he can just keep it up, but he's going a bit sideways and meeting too many walls. Up and down there comes out of the... Oh, and he's off! He's off! He went high up on the wall, and he's in real trouble, poor guy. Goodness me, when he came off, he was going 83 kilometers per hour.
Medic!
Look at that. You gotta feel sorry for him. Shaken, but I think he's okay.
Arch, your sled made it over the finish line, but you weren't on it.
I know, it's just it's traumatic watching back and gutting as well, because up until that point I was having relatively a good run.
You were beating him.
I know, just one of them things, innit? I tried to give it my best and I did it, so.
You did, and we're really proud of you, and we know how scary that was for you, and that means, Brian, you made it and you're safe through to next week.
Does that mean I can have some glue? Dankeschön.
Yes. Now, Arj, because you didn't complete the course, that means that you will be taking on the air jump, which I know is your favourite thing in the whole wide world. Let's have a look at him in training.
Go for it.
Oh no. And here he goes up and backwards. No, wait, I've got to watch that again. Hang on a minute. I need to see that again because I don't understand what happened. You actually kind of went off backwards.
It's a trick, it's a trick.
Look at that. It almost looks like he's going to do it backwards.
It's a trick.
It's half a trick. It needs a bit more welly off the ski, doesn't it?
It's a sick trick.
I don't think this is my
For
forte.
goodness sake, tonight's going to be epic. Anyway, Arj and Brian, go off and get ready. Give it up, please, for Arj and Brian, everyone. Of course, we've got lovely Lydia here. Can we just please talk about Arj's face?
Do you know what? He told me how hard it was, and he's been really disheartened when I spoke to him. He's like, it's not my forte. I actually cannot believe what he's endured.
He's been so brave.
I know. And when he asked me for a back massage yesterday, I said, no way.
You owe him.
He has one tonight.
Yeah, he's going to get one tonight. He's got one in the bag. So Dean and Arj are making their way to the top of the air jump, and it won't be long before someone else joins them. It's time for our next skeleton head-to-head, and this one could see a champion effort.
I'm Beth Tuddle, and I'm the most successful female gymnast in British history. I've won world medals, European medals, Olympic medals, but I'd love to add the jump to that list.
Are you ready for the fastest training of your life?
I can't wait. You do feel like you're being thrown in at a deep end.
Shoulders down, very important.
It was literally like, this is how you hold on, this is what you do, off you go.
That's fast. She's like a dart.
Graham, can I go again? I didn't expect it to be so fast. Each time you go down, you are learning how to control that speed.
She's really good.
Your learning curve is so much quicker than everyone else's. Beth is such a natural. She's even chosen to do a running start. Her confidence is just through the roof.
Excellent.
I want to get down as quickly as I can on that skeleton. If they think it's going to give me a few tenths extra, then I'll take every tenth that I can get.
I'm Louisa Lytton, I'm an actress, but I'm probably best known for my role in EastEnders as Ruby Allen.
You're going to lose everything. I won't be coming back
lucky.
Come on, Stacey.
You see if I care, I'm Johnny Allen's daughter, and none of you can touch me. I've never skied, I've never been on a ski holiday. I don't really like the snow, don't really do too well in the cold. It's gonna be fun. The thought of going down head first is petrifying. How can you be good at throwing yourself head first down a slide?
How does that feel for you?
I don't know. I just want to get it over with. See you on the other side, guys. Oh, I hated it. Oh my God.
Louisa was really shaken by that. But it was one of the fastest runs of the day.
It's terrifying. Like, this is not what people do on a daily basis, throw yourself head first down an ice slope. I just feel like I literally can't breathe the whole way down. I just wish that I was comfortable with it and enjoying it, because that's what this whole thing's about,
Yeah,
right?
but just go, have a cry and be fast, and then you never know, you might win.
I just need to go for it, because at the end of the day, I'll never have to do it again.
Please welcome Louisa and Beth. So, Louisa, we've broken you already. Talk me through that.
It's been 1 week and I'm just a walking mess.
I mean, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still
You're
going.
here. And you, it's like every sport you take up, you could be a pro.
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
she's got need for speed, this one. One found fame twirling on a bar at the Olympics, the other found fame popping up the bar in Walford. But who will raise the bar tonight? It's race time, it's over to Barry.
The actress against the gymnast. And here's Louisa Lytton, formerly of EastEnders and The Bill. She's had a tough time in training this week, so we're fortunately on her side this time. Oh, this is a terrible start. Unbelievably slow. Ridiculous. Well, it's going to be a big, big task to make up for that. Looking down, she won't be able to see where she's going. I suppose she's terrified, but she really does have to look up. She's taking a good position now and looking good. Let's see what her split time is. 20.16. Well, frankly, I thought it would be worse than that. So she's obviously made up speed. She's gone down the track. That won't help now. Sideways on. But she's going much quicker than before. 93.82. So she did pick up quite a lot. But that start is surely going to cost her. 45.71. Oh, Beth Tweddle, the most successful British gymnast of all time. Taken to this skeleton with great style and confidence right from the word go. Good start, far better than her opponent. She's off away very well indeed on a good line. What a contrast with her opponent. The eyes are up, taking it all in. Couple of brushes off the wall, but nothing too serious. Coming out of the Kreisel to the split time, she should be well up. Oh, but she's only 1/10 of a second faster. That really is a surprise, and we could have a total surprise unless she picks up speed on the second part of the course. But that she is doing with a vengeance. 96.83, that's the fastest so far. Brilliant stuff from Beth Tweddle.
So lovely to watch you do that. And both of you, in fact, had got such nice positions. But you were so shaken in your track sort of time when you first tried it. How did you feel on race day?
I literally just closed my eyes, pretended I was in bed and went.
I couldn't look.
No way, I didn't want to see that.
Don't you need to look? Do you need to look?
Do you know what? We were getting ready to go and like the guy was saying, can you see my hand? She's like, no, I don't really want to see your hand. And I was like, Louisa, look where you're going. She's like, not a chance.
Eyes shut, whole way down.
Yeah, I sang myself a song and away I went.
And you, of course, I mean, it's just lovely to watch you going down there. Do you enjoy it?
I loved it.
Did you?
I would go straight back up there and literally I spoke to my coach and I said to her, well, I said to her, all I've got to do is hold my arch position. She said, well, at least we know you can hold that position. Just go.
No, you can do that. OK, so it is the moment of truth. Once again, the winner stays. The loser's going to face the air jump to stay in the competition now. Louisa, you raced first, so let's remind ourselves of your time. So 45.71 seconds. So Beth, your time needs to be under 45.71 seconds to avoid the air jump. So let's find out your time. Oh, 44.87 seconds. Which means, Beth, you are safe and through to next week. For me. Congratulations. Do you want her to do the jump as well?
Please.
No.
I hate that
No.
jump.
She hates it.
I
She had a
hate that
headache this
jump.
morning,
Yep.
didn't you?
I hate it.
Louisa, you've got to take on the air jump, I'm afraid. So you go and get yourself ready. Give it up, please, for Louisa and Beth. After the break, we've got Dean, Arj and Louisa taking to their skis and aiming for the skies as they jump for survival on this. It's the heart-stopping air jump. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the jump. Now, earlier, Linford, Brian and Beth won their skeleton heats and are safely through to next week. Dean, Arj and Louisa all lost. For them, survival now depends on the air jump. However, dangerous wind conditions have basically shut our air jump tonight. You're going to be pleased with that, aren't you? But all our celebrities jumped earlier in case this happened, and they have no idea how they've done. So the lowest jumper will be leaving the show tonight. Oh, no. Over to Barry and Graham.
So let's first get the telemetry of the jump. The run-in is 50 meters long. They could reach speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour. The kicker is at 6.5 meters and a 45-degree incline. And this is 2 meters higher than last year. But this is a man, Dean Cain, who enjoys having a go at this. I mean, he is Superman, Graham, after all.
And he's jumped very well in training. Actually jumped Superman style with both hands forward in the training jumps. Let's see what he can do in competition.
And here he goes. He's very confident. And off the top, wow!
Just winding the windows down slightly with his arms, but that was a good pop and he gained good height. From the side angle, you can see how long and hang time he had in the air. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Dean Cain, and he's flying.
And is it a high enough figure? I believe so, but we shall see.
Oh, you've got to be pleased with that, aren't you?
I'm happy with that.
The knee lift.
Rolling the windows down.
That's okay. Look at the knee lift.
I'm very happy. So that's good. I feel pretty safe at this
Okay,
point.
well, let's find out how you did. 9.35 meters. We've got nothing to compare it to at the moment. But
I'm in first place.
It looks good you're in first place. Well done, Dean. You're going to have to wait and see
Thank you.
if that's enough to see you through to next week. And that's the height to beat. So can Arj go higher? It's over to Barry and Graham.
So now, Arj, can he make up for his problems on the skeleton? Can he hold himself together? At least he hasn't got a machine to deal with him. He's on his own, as it were. But he's had his problems, Graham.
He certainly has. Well, his legs collapsed on the transition in training, and he took off and almost backflipped off the jump. He looks psyched tonight, though.
And here he goes, leaning forward, coming to pop off the top, and does in style.
That was a much better jump. Fails to pull his legs, though, which will cost him something in height. But look at the style on that. That's a proper 1970s freestyle spread eagle.
And you've got to hope really that will prove to be enough, because it was really quite spectacular.
If you could actually do that off the actual ski jump, that could be epic. It looks, your position looks so good.
I was just so happy to make it past the kicker. That's why I celebrated me
To not go backwards.
Exactly, not land on me back and break me back.
1970s spread eagle.
So no knee lift. We know that 9.35 meters is the height you need to beat. So let's find out how high you jumped. A good jump, Arj, but not good enough to beat Dean. Dean, congratulations. That means that you are safe for this week.
Thank you.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
So that means, Arj, that is the lowest jump so far. So
Yep.
you are still in danger, but Dean is safe and through to next week. Now, Arj is in the danger zone, but that could all change with the next jump. Over to Barry and Graham.
Oh, there can be no question. This is a real test for little Louisa Lytton, 1.53 meters tall. She's got to attack something which is way above her. She's got to lift herself through the air, and she hasn't shown confidence.
No, she's been in the wars. She's had a bruise to her back. She went to hospital. She had x-rays on her thumb, and she's had to wear a cast. So it's a big pressure jump for her.
And here she goes. Almost a snowplow at the end.
Well, her legs just collapsed in the transition. She didn't get any pop at all. Her body was just simply going down where it should have been going up.
So wide her skis, but no injury, but no distance either, I fear, for her.
You really hate this one, don't you?
Laughing at me.
We're not laughing at you. You're very, very brave. I know how frightened you were.
Well, I've just never done the splits before, and I nearly did them up there. So
yes, that's cool. That's something. So 8.4 meters. That was Arj's jump. That's what you need to beat. Let's find out how high you jumped. 7.87 meters. So sadly, that is the lowest jump so far, which means you're in danger, but just for now. But Arj, congratulations.
I can't believe
you are
it.
going to next week. I think he's surprised even himself there. So listen, 3 jumps down, Louisa, but we've still got 3 more to go. Coming up, a load more familiar names and a man who only needs 1. Ricky! Back in a few minutes. Welcome back to The Jump, live from Austria. Now tonight we've kicked off with the skeleton. The losing celebrities in each race are facing the air jump to avoid leaving on the very first night. Louisa has recorded the lowest air jump so far, and so that could leave the competition.
I think that's safe.
No, there are 3 more jumpers. Louisa, don't give up now.
Okay.
That was my pet talk.
Come on, Louisa!
We've still got air jumps from 3 more losing celebrities. Let's find out who's in our next skeleton head-to-head.
My name's Mark Francis, and you may have seen me on a programme called Made in Chelsea.
Sometimes what you say is quite cutting.
Cutting?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If I wasn't cutting, I'd be a butter knife. I'm not a particularly sporty person. I don't like any form of physical activity at all. I may not be arriving first at the bottom of the mountain. However, I will always be first at the champagne bar. That is for sure. The skeleton is pointless. It's ridiculous. It's dangerous. I mean, no.
You've automatically gone into the perfect position.
Oh, fantastic.
Hold on tight, Mark.
Nice. He's holding his form really well. I don't think he's scared.
It was just so good. It was thrilling. I loved it.
I didn't expect you to be a man who has a need for speed.
No, I love speed.
Where does it come from?
My father does Formula 1. The more you do this, the more it's like an addiction.
You're now an adrenaline junkie.
Who have I become? I don't even recognize myself anymore.
My name's Sid Owen.
Oh, come on, Bianca.
Most people would probably know me as in EastEnders.
Just tell me where my son is.
I would say I was a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. Jumped out of planes, I've done bungee jumps. I love skiing. I believe that you should do things that scare you. Otherwise, you know, what do we live for?
How are you feeling?
I just want to get down there and go.
I've never seen such a confident man on his first go. I'm very impressed.
Oh, he almost crashed on the first corner.
Ooh.
Really all over the place.
That's awful.
That's going to have shaken him up a bit. You couldn't really have slid worse than that.
You just don't feel in control.
How are you feeling?
A little bit anxious.
Are you sure that you don't want to go again?
Let me think about it.
It's taken about half an hour to convince Sid to do it again.
Don't worry about the bad run, just be confident, Sid.
Much better.
Very nice.
On the day, I'm going all out for the skeleton, you know? I want to see Mark do the jump.
I'm not losing the skeleton. It's just a fact. You're not jumping.
Please welcome Sid and Mark Francis. You know what I loved? I loved it when you said, I don't recognise myself. Who am I?
And I certainly don't now, looking like this.
I think you look amazing,
Well, thank you.
What are you talking about? But
Feels a
the
bit odd.
skeleton, you loved that event.
I'm not sure I loved it, but it was exhilarating. It's a lot of fun. It's madness.
And I mean, you, Mr. Adrenaline Junkie, you look really visibly shaken after that first run.
I think I might take that back after the skeleton. I mean, it was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
How much persuading did it take to get you back on there?
I mean, I was excited to do it at first, and then after that, I just couldn't sleep. I was like, I had
Well,
sleepless
couldn't
nights.
sleep like I couldn't sleep last night.
Yeah, I'm sorry
Thank
for keeping you
you
awake.
Sid Owen.
Yes. My fault. I'll hold my hands
It's
up.
like a disco happening right outside my room, and who was it? Him. He's like a
I was on my
one-man
own as
party.
well.
Anyway, it's Albert Square versus Sloane Square, East End versus High End, the Queen Vic versus someone who's posher than actual Queen Vic. It's race time over to Barry.
This one promises to be fascinating. East London against West London. Made in Chelsea against the East Ender. And it's the East Ender who will go first, getting a good push off. He's improved after a disastrous first run in training. And his toes seem to be rubbing against the ice as he rubs against the wall. But he's got to really keep his mind focused all the way. That's another hit of the wall, and another. That's going to cost him in terms of time. He's really testing the sides of this course. Out of control, one side, then the other. Now he's slip sliding away. But that's corrected, and that's quite nice. 89.6 is not the fastest around, but he's going to complete the course. Ooh, it's a bit slow, 47.53. Will it be good enough? Now the man from Chelsea, a man with the jewelry business. He spends time talking to designers like Tom Ford and Chanel. He's away well. He's looked so smooth in training. He loves the speed. Just a slight brush off a wall, but looking pretty good and looking pretty quick. Totally in control, more than anyone we've seen so far, I would suggest. Just look at the difference there, half a second faster. It's a stylish performance by a stylish man. A bit high there, but he corrects all right. So let's check the speed. 95.6. Hugely successful run.
Okay, so this is the moment of truth once again. The winner stays. The loser will have to rely on the air jump to stay in the competition. Sid, you raced first. Let's remind ourselves of your time. So 47.53, your time. Mark Francis needs to be under that to avoid the air jump. Let's find out your time. You're safe and through to next week.
I am so happy.
Oh, darling, are you?
Yes, I'm thrilled, overjoyed, speechless.
So, Sid, it's all down to the air jump.
Sorry. That's all right, I love jumping.
So, we'll see you on the air jump shortly. Give it up for Sid and Mark Francis. Okay, let's go on with our next skeleton showdown. We're at very high altitude, so it's time for a bit of high society.
I'm Tamara Beckwith, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm probably best known as a girl around town. I've been skiing since I was 5, so to me it's like riding a bicycle. I can tell you I am not looking forward to the skeleton, as I think that looks silly.
I'm not a speed junkie, so to me this is like really stupid.
if I end up getting hurt.
No, don't push me first. You've got to tell me some things, man.
I will be so off. I can't tell you.
When you keep your arms straight and your legs down, then the sled is stable.
Tamara might be a good skier, but she's got to focus on the skeleton. Otherwise, she won't even make it into the skiing events.
Oh, but I've forgotten what I'm doing now. I can't remember.
Her elbows are out. That's awful. She's got to keep them in or she's going to really hurt herself. Uh-oh, no.
We need a medic.
In the car and the medic can
I knew I wasn't ready. I knew I didn't feel good. And now I've had a crash, so I'm pissed off. My friend Lady Victoria, who was in the show last year, she had a very bad crash. Now I'm just worried the same thing could happen to me.
Hello! Oh my goodness, how is it going out there?
I hurt my hand today. I banged it on the bloody skeleton, ma'am.
You just got to put the whole accident thing like completely out of your mind and just think, I'm going to win this thing.
Victoria's advice was get back on. She's given me a lot of confidence and I think I'm ready.
I'll be thinking of you.
All right, sweetheart. Big kiss.
All right.
Ciao.
I'm Tina Hobley, and I'm probably best known for my role in Holby City as Chrissy Williams. I was a ward sister. Naughty ward sister. I think this is definitely the craziest thing I've ever done, but I am going to be fearless and I'm going to be very, very competitive when I'm out there.
For someone who's not an athlete, Tina seems to have a real competitive edge.
Wow, that is such a good run.
Yeah.
She's going to be hard to beat.
Oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
That is mental. I have noticed you do have a competitive element.
The minute they mentioned someone's leaving next Sunday, I thought, there's no way I want to go.
We will make an athlete out of you.
Tamara Beckwith.
We'll take on.
Tina Hobley.
I know Tamara really well and we've been friends for some years, so it's going to be interesting. How are you feeling?
Well, I want to beat her.
Tina and Tamara, they've got to put friendship to one side and focus on the competition.
One of us has got to win and one of us has got to come second, but I'm not going home anytime soon.
Do you know, let's welcome, please, Tina and Tamara! Do you know, yeah, I know how much you love skiing. I mean, you want to stay in this competition.
I do want to stay, for sure. I haven't done any skiing yet. I've just done sliding around in icy tunnels.
How bad was your wrist?
Well, it was actually my fault. I had a beautiful bracelet of my mother's on, which was meant to be my good luck charm. So it was kind of my fault, so I can't blame the team. But it hurt.
Hurt.
It really hurt.
Yeah, and it shook you, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty nail-biting. Apart from for Tina over here, who was just like, oh, I love it, and the grr.
Right,
You know,
I made all those terrible noises.
Disgusting I love the noises before you start. And then I love the elbows in, all the way around talking to yourself. It's so cute.
I know. I feel like I've gone mad since I've been here.
And Beth's going to make an Olympian of you.
Yes?
Yeah, I can see that. Beth's like, we're going to make
She's
an Olympian
amazing.
of Tina. Okay, so here we go. One has spent many a Saturday night dressed in a nurse's uniform, and for all we know, so is the other one. It's race time over to Barry.
So, all set for the battle between friends.
Tamara doesn't want to talk to me at the moment. She's refusing to talk to me. And it's fine. You can't be messing about. It's actually quite dangerous, so you do have to take it seriously.
So, not so friendly now. But she's a very determined lady, as that push-off and that expression proves. Absolute aggression. Just a slight touch off the wall there, but nicely into the first bend. Just listen to the sounds of determination. 19.93, it's very quick. Little bit offline here, banging ahead. Well, she knows all about casualties, and she certainly won't want to be one. 94.82. This is not a bad run. 45.12. Brilliantly done. Quite a test for her friend, Tamara Beckwith. Just trying to get a good push off here. She's good on the slopes, but she knows this could be the impediment to her getting there, so she's got to do well. Feet together nicely. Good start. 19.93 to beat. And she's only fractionally slower. She could make that time up. Good hold there, a bit high, briefly, recovered well. Going like the clappers at the finish. 95.32, she's going the quicker of the two. This is going to be a very tight contest indeed.
Tina, I wish we could have had a camera on you watching yourself going down there. She was laughing so much at the faces. So this is it, so close. It's the moment of truth. Once again, winner stays. Loser's going to have to rely on the air jump to stay in the competition. Now, Tina, you raced first. So let's remind ourselves of your time. 45.12 seconds, impressive. So Tamara, you need to get under 45.12 seconds to avoid the air jump. So let's find out your time. 45.67, which means that Tina, you are safe and through to next week. Congratulations, how are you feeling?
She's such a nymph-fibber. Amazing. I'm so delighted. I hate that air jump.
So, Tamara, you are going to be relying on your air jump, and we're going to be seeing you on it shortly. Please, everybody, give it up for Tamara and Tina, everyone! So, coming up, it's our final skeleton between an Olympian and a Girls Aloud member. It's Team GB versus Team GA after the break. Welcome back to The Jump. Tonight our celebrities are being shaken to their bones in the skeleton. The losers will rely on the air jump to stay in the competition. We'll have jumps later from Sid and Tamara, who lost their heats, and they're going to be joined by the loser of our last skeleton head-to-head. And I think we know who's in it.
I'm Rebecca Adlington. I'm a swimmer and I'm a four-time Olympic medalist.
The first British swimmer to win 2 gold medals in a century. Rebecca Adlington, spectacular.
I'm mentally strong and physically strong and I can just get in a zone, get on with it and do the job.
Your head's at that end, feet at that end. So have a lie down.
Like this?
Yeah, perfect.
Becky is an athlete. She's methodical and precise.
How many corners is there? Do you ever fall off? How fast will we going? How long from the start to the finish? I do ask a lot of questions. Yeah. Let's go for it.
Right, you're fine.
I've got high hopes for Becky. I think she could be a contender.
That's so impressive.
She's just recorded the fastest time in training today.
Yay! I had one good row and then it all went wrong.
She's just hitting wall after wall.
Oh.
She's sliding all over the place. Pretty much hit all the way down.
Yeah.
You know, there was no point.
Didn't hit.
You didn't hit.
Nothing constructive anyone can say.
I'm Sarah Harding and I am probably best known for being 1/5 of Girls Aloud. I'm not really someone to do things by halves. I tend to run into things like a bull in a china shop, but I'll probably brick it when I do it. I'm all mouth, no trousers.
You just got to grip as hard as you can. I'm trying, but it's slipping.
She's a bundle of nervous energy.
I think there'll be quite a lot of screaming, shouting. I'm sure you've got your bleepers ready.
Awesome! I didn't think I was that competitive. Happy?
Yeah.
But now I actually just really want to win.
Sarah Harding
will take on
Becky.
Just my luck. The first event, and I'm up against a flipping Olympian. I mean, the best blonde win.
She's such a ballsy, adventurous sort of girl that I'm like, I need to be worried here.
Welcome to Becky and Sarah! So I know it must have been quite disconcerting when you were drawn against an Olympian.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
And you did such a great first run, and then it all went horribly wrong. What happened?
I think the first run, you're just kind of so scared and you're terrified, and then after that, you just kind
Did
of...
you overthink it?
Yeah, I'm an overthinker.
But also, I think once you've done a great run, then you think, oh, I want to improve my technique.
I didn't get that far. I literally was like, hold on, don't die. That was all I was thinking.
But what happened to your confidence then after?
I was just so scared. I've got a 7-month daughter at home. I can't be like falling off a tray. I was just kind of like, the fear took over.
And you loved it.
I absolutely loved it.
And honestly, competitive.
I'm a bit of a speed freak. I love anything like with an adrenaline rush.
Yeah. Well, that certainly has that. So it's the pop star versus the swimmer, girls allowed versus girls afloat, and it is race time. Over to Barry.
So it's the darling of the pool to go first. She thought about it too much in training, and there's always extra pressure on an Olympian. But it was at 800 metres that she got her gold medals in the pool. Now this is a very different test over a similar distance. Nicely in control at the opening. She knows what she has to do. It's a slight touch on the wall, round the Kreisel. She gets a little bit of height there, so that gives you a little bit of pace if she can hang on to it. Coming up to her sprint time. 20.49, not the quickest. Picks up a little bit of pace. A little bit slip slide now, and she's got a problem. She's got to straighten up very quickly. She does so. Oh, and off the wall high. The bottom part of the course is not her friend in any way. 45.91, and that actually is better than Superman. Now, how is Sarah Harding feeling about that? Has life got cold? Does she believe that after her success in training, that she's untouchable? It's a good start. She got an early knock, which she could have done without. The feet are a little high, that'll slow her down a bit. Now, are those screams of concern or screams of delight? Nice controlled line. I think this is going to be quicker. It is by 0.41. Now, can she maintain that over the bottom part of the course? In control. She's liking it just about all the way. But she's not quite as quick as Becky in the bottom half of the course.
Come on! That looked really, really close, didn't it? What's it like? Because, Becky, you were saying how hard it is to watch yourself back. It puts you through all of that anxiety all over again.
I could never ever watch my swimming races back. I used to just get so nervous. I don't like watching it. All the trauma comes back.
And the screaming. Sarah, love that.
Well, everyone knows I'm a screamer, Davina.
OK, so it's the moment of truth. Once again, the winner stays. The loser will have to rely on the air jump to stay in the competition. Now, Becky, you raced first. So let's remind ourselves of your time. Let's have a look behind. Oh. So it's 45.91 seconds. That is the time you need to beat, Sarah.
Yeah, girls were best.
Let's have a look. Yes! Sarah! Oh, it was so close! But that means, Sarah, you are through to next week. How close was that? So frustrating.
Oh, I knew all along. Sarah came back after like one run and went, "This is my event." I was like, "Oh, okay."
No, that's called psyching you out.
No, it's not, because I hate racing against my friends. We get on so well, and it was really tough.
It's what happens when you all hang out together. See, that's what happens when you become friends. That means that you are going to have to rely on the air jump to stay in the competition. So let's give it up, please, for Sarah and Becky, everyone. So all 12 celebrities have raced, and we've revealed all of their times. And I can tell you that, Beth, you are our skeleton champion 2016. Come here, here, Beth. Come here, Beth. You get a mini bell. That's yours.
Oh, thank you.
How does that feel?
That's amazing. I love that event. And I just enjoyed it from the first time I did it.
You know, Graham Bell was so impressed.
Oh, wow.
He was really impressed with you. Right, coming up, it's Sid, Tamara and Becky on the air jump, hoping to beat the height set by Louisa earlier. One of them will be ski booted out of the competition tonight. We're going to be finding out who after the break. Welcome back to the jump live from Austria, where Sid, Tamara and Becky now rely on the air jump to stay in the competition. They're going to need to beat the height of 7.87 metres set by Louisa earlier. Somebody's going to be leaving tonight. Now, Becky, we're going to be seeing your jump first, and I can tell you that this doesn't go quite according to plan.
Well, I'm not sure whether Becky Adlington ever went off the top board in her days as a swimmer. She's about to approach a 6.5 metre high kicker.
Needs to lock herself forward, can't be pushed back on transition. That's a good jump, a little bit winding the windows down in the back seat as she went into the air. And oh, she's grasping her shoulder there. That doesn't look good. That does not look good. Just as she waves her shoulder into the air and then lands nastily. I think that we've got a problem here. I think we've got a problem.
So Becky's dislocated her shoulder. She's in huge amounts of pain. It's a painful, horrible injury. She's dealt with it incredibly well, but she's still got a way to go yet.
Careful, slow, slow, slow.
Tonight was, I think, the worst experience of my whole entire life. As soon as I did it, I was like, that's out. It's out of my socket, totally dislocated. Right now, I can't even lift my arm above my head, but I just really don't want to leave the competition.
Oh, I feel awful talking to you now because I know that that's so horrible for you to watch that back.
It was literally the worst thing that has ever happened to me. It was worse than childbirth. It was so painful. It was agonising, and I was that doesn't show it, but I was lay there for 40 minutes before it got put back in place, and it was just horrid.
Well, it wasn't put back into place until you got to hospital, was it?
No, so my shoulder was just hanging there, which was just
And
horrid.
you weren't able to even watch that?
No, I couldn't watch that back. It's just still too real. I felt every single bit of pain. I felt every little movement, and I just will never ever forget that pain.
Are you okay now?
No. Everyone keeps bashing my shoulder.
Yeah, Brian. Oh, darling, and we're in a really crowded bar in Austria.
I know, not the place to be.
Well, listen, your jump put you in hospital, so you must really want to know how high you jumped, so let's find out. So you got to beat 7.87 metres. Did you do it? Yes, you did! 8.85 metres. You're still here for now.
I didn't dislocate my shoulder for no reason.
For no reason, exactly. Which means you're safe and through to next week. Let's see how everything goes. We really hope you start feeling better soon. That means that Louisa still is in danger, but that could all change with the next jump over to Barry and Graham.
Now the many star of EastEnders as Ricky Butcher, but this is Sid Owen, and this is something that he's going to quite enjoy if he's showing previous form.
Sid's a very accomplished skier, and he's loved this in training. He wants to go up and try and set the biggest jump. He actually wants to set a record, to beat Joey Exe's record and take the highest jump tonight.
And here he goes, looking very confident, nicely crouched, about to take off at the top. Oh, he's done well.
That was brilliant hang time from Sid. a great pop. He was really balanced as he went through transition and then able to fling himself up in the air and just hold those knees up. And that gave him some extra height. And look at that, he's almost above the highest light on the lighting gantry.
A new record, I suspect, but we can find out.
I'll tell you what, that was epic. Looked beautiful. Anyway, so let's find out how high you jumped. 7.87 is
10
the
metres, come on.
height you need to beat.
Come on, baby.
Did you do it?
Come on, baby.
Sid! 9.43 metres. Congratulations, you're safe.
Oh,
you're
thank
through to next week. So, Louisa, still in danger here. We're going to soon know who is the first celebrity to be leaving the competition. It all comes down to this. It is time for our last jumper. Back to Barry and Graham.
It was such a tight contest down the skeleton course. So Tamara Beckwith has to find a good jump here because she deserves to still be in the competition in my book.
She's such an experienced skier. She's been skiing since she's 5 years old, but she hates this airbag. She says it's for kids. It's for something that kids would do when they go to a ski resort, not for a grown adult. And yes, she's going to have to try and get that negativity and produce a good jump now.
So away goes the socialite in terms of a very big height.
Not bad, just double ejected on landing. She's safe, but perhaps not timing the pop ever so, just a fraction late with the pop. It's a good jump, but it's not as high as she could have gone.
Well, I suspect she'll tell you that's just about as good as she could have done it.
Okay, so a good jump there from Tamara. Let's find out if it was enough. 7.87 metres is what you've got to beat to stay in one more week. Did you do it? 8.5 metres! You stay another week. Congratulations to you, but that means that Louisa is leaving us. That is the end of the road for little Wheeze. Oh, we love you. Talk to me about your best memories.
You know what? It's been the most terrifying 2 weeks of my life, but I've also had an amazing time and I've achieved stuff I never thought in a million years I'd ever be able to do. So, and I'm happy to be going home in one piece.
And you'll be able to get a night's sleep.
Yeah, and a good night's sleep because I've not slept for weeks.
With fear, haven't you? And your hand?
My hand. I'm going to get the cast off and go on a nice holiday.
Yay! So, after weeks of training, Louisa is out on the very first night. Our remaining 11 celebrities will be back next Sunday when they'll be literally fighting to the finish line.
Snowcross. Forget dignity, friendship. You have to channel your inner warrior.
Kendall has taken it out!
Plus, our brand new jump is open for business. And put simply, it will get ugly.
That's it for tonight. We're back on Channel 4 next Sunday at the same time, 7:30 for more nail-biting action. Until then, good night from Austria! Woo!